Magandang hapon po sa inyo. Salamat naman, nakasurvive tayo sa Valentine, ano? Yeah, it's in other countries it's not really that, celebrate, but in the Philippines we celebrate everything, We are a very joyful, joyous people, so we do not skip on anything to celebrate. Anyway, sana naman po hindi nyo ikagagalit na magpahiwati o mag-announce na the Lenten season is about to start. It will be on March 5, the Ash Wednesday. So it's again a long days of preparation for the Pasch of the Resurrection. So remember, we have two Pasko, no? The Pasch of the Incarnation and the Pasko ng Resurrection. So it's always good to be guided, no? And kung hindi lang nyo, the other week we went to Banawe, no? Ifugao, no? It's a beautiful place. If you're a Filipino and then, you will have the occasion, the opportunity, the means, it will be good also to say, para bang you stay away from the crowd, do something different. Maganda rin yung season of Lent na magkaroon ka ng pilgrimage. It might be a physical pilgrimage, but in a sense, in a way, na para bang mayroon kang journey. You want to be alone because you want to para bang magkaroon ka ng perspective, no? Because, if you're too close to something, parang hindi mo nakikita na ano ba yung kahulugan nito lahat, di ba? So it's really good to make a pause, and have this vantage point na makikita mo na sometimes it's good na, malayo, di ba? Para nakikita mo yung ano. I'm saying this because, really, yung gospel natin ngayon, sinasabi, there are actually two versions. The Beatitudes. Mayroon si St. Matthew, na popularly known the Sermon on the Mount. Pero yung binasa natin ngayon is according to St. Luke. So, pareho silang Beatitudes, pero yung kay St. Luke, it is shorter, and then magkaiba yung context. Yung isa, mountain, ito, plain ground. Para bang nasa patag sila. And then, St. Matthew, he was teaching a big crowd. And then dito, sa St. Luke, specifically, sinabi na Jesus, mayroong crowd, but he fixes his gaze to his disciples. Parang meron siyang specifically, the Beatitudes was addressed to his disciples. Yung parang ganan, no? So, yung may mga detalye na very important. Now, what is the Beatitude? Well, in Greek, the word used is makarios, which means prosperous, or blessed, or lucky, or rich, or blessed. Makarios. It has nothing to do with any religious sense. But, of course, the translation in Latin is beati, blessed are those. Kung sa Tagalog, we translate this into mapalad or pinagpala kayo. Hindi ko lang alam sa waray-waray, pero that's the Tagalog word. Minabuti, parang pinagpala. We all understand the sense. Pero, ang maganda lang dito is, the Beatitudes, we take them as the kind of parang New Testament. A message brought about by Jesus Himself na hindi na utos, kung hindi sinasabi, mapalad kayo, Anong pagkakaiba doon, when you try to analyze the Beatitudes, they are like promises, paradoxical in nature. Yung paradox parang self-contradictory. Yung parang absurd. Parang nagsasalungat, Bakit mapalad yung poor? Bakit mapalad yung nagugutom? Bakit mapalad yung, those who are weeping and those who are persecuted? So you can see, why are they called by Jesus mapalad. Ne? So, well, precisely, that's the point. Because kakaiba talaga, may uniqueness yung Christianism. In its way, para siyang kakaiba nga. No? Something novel about it. Pero yung context sana, maintindihan natin, yung first reading, kung naalala nyo, sinabi dito, "Curse to the man who puts his trust in human beings. Blessed is the man who puts his hopes and trust in the Lord." Yun po ang general context, no? So, kung iisipin mo yung mga Beatitudes, mamimili ka, no? Saan ba inilalagay mo yung hope mo? Sa tao o sa Diyos? Yung para bang in Beatitudes, it gives you a kind of a decisive moral choice. Where do you place your trust and hopes in life? Kasi dito talaga maintindihan, bakit mapalad kung maghihirap kami? Sinabi sa mga disciples. Diba? So, now, of course, no, the Beatitudes responds to a very natural human desire to be happy. Lahat tayo gustong sumaya o lumigaya. No? The philosophers have been saying this. It has been said and often enough na may karapatan tayong lumigaya o sumaya sa buhay na ito. Na? Pero yung sinasabi ni Jesus dito is, mapalad kayo. No? Kung kayo ay, the first thing here is, blessed are you who are poor. And remember, Saint Matthew was saying, blessed are you who are poor in spirit. But in Saint Luke, it did not say about being poor in spirit, but really the materially poor. Mas mahirap siya because talagang ang dukha, mapalad ang dukha, diba? How can that be? Because again, if you try to recall the words of Jesus, sinasabi niya na, well, you cannot serve both God and money. You cannot be a slave to both. You either serve one and hate the other. Human as we are, when we choose, we necessarily exclude something else. Diba? Kaya nakakalungkot minsan isipin, mayroong survey ginagawa, ang mga Pilipino daw hindi na nagpapakasal. Tingnan nyo yung irony na. Pero ang Valentine's dito parang Pasko, no? Everybody is celebrating, hyping the world love month because it's February. But come to try natin, nagmamahalan kayo, pero hindi kayo gustong magpakasal. Kasi you don't want to commit or be committed. It is like you want something, but at the same time, you don't want it. I mean, pardon me, no? Hindi ako nangingialam sa buhay niyo, pero kung iisipin mo ba, gusto mo siya, gusto ka niya, pero hindi dapat tayo magpakasal kasi pwedeng ano ang mangyari sa iyo, mangyari sa akin, or magbago ka, magbago ako. Pero ang sinasabi talaga ng simbahan is, if you love the person, di ba? I mean, you want to be united because precisely you want him and you are wanted by him. That's the paradox and at the same time the irony, no? Na parang gusto kang sumaya, lumigaya, lumaya, pero at the same time, you hold on to something which is precisely the condition, sinasabi nila, conditio sine qua non, no? The condition without which you cannot have what you desire. Diba? Imagine kung ang buhay mo, there's one thing, if you really see a person na para bang yung taong simple, yung taong hindi siya obsessive with the things of this world, then makikita mo talaga sa mukha niya na does not allow the future to disturb him. Because future may come as it comes, but it doesn't matter. Because sabi ni St. Augustine, if you read the whole Bible, you will find the meaning in the Lord's Prayer. Pag dinasal mo kuno yung Our Father, Ama namin, maiintindihan mo ang kahulugan ng buong Bible. Totoo nga, no? Every Mass, we pray the Lord's Prayer. But do you really believe in saying, Our Father in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Give us today our daily bread. Do you really mean it? You believe in what you're saying. You know, kaya nga minsan nakakapagduda, no? We are doubting now, no? Is it the culture? Is it a culture that has been produced by our faith? Or it is a faith that has been produced by a culture? Kasi minsan, for example, bakit sa Pilipinas, marami tayong Katoliko, marami tayong religious, no? But why is it that there's so much hate? You know, we want people we want people to die. We want people to suffer. We want people to yung parang cursing, no? May kulturang Pilipino na magmaldisyon, no? Yung parang to wish ill for the other. And I think it's not good, no? Do you agree? Yung parang naglalait sa iba. It's very sad, really, no? Kahit sana po, naman, let us behave naman becomingly, you know? Nag-i-election po tayo, pero nag-iiba talaga yung natin, eh. Parang we become bestial sometimes, you know? We are just electing leaders, no? But we don't have to really bedevil the other or, you know, talagang iba kasi, no? Para bang, dude, you know? Kaya yung sinasabi ko kanina na introduction na magpunta ng Banawe, no? It's you know, the people there, they are kind of shy. They are parabang, they're not aggressive. They will give you a smile, a very welcoming smile that you are not a threat. Sana po hindi mababago yun, Yun po ang mapalad, you know? Yung mapalad is a person who has nothing to prove to you. Because he will not compete with you. He will not get what is yours. He will not aspire what is not his right. Di ba? Kaya hindi din siya takot. Kaya kung pag-iisipan mo talaga yung beatitude is, kaya nga sinasabi ng Diyos, blessed are you. If you have this poverty, because, you know, with wealth, with you know, talaga, makikita mo kung lahat ang buhay mo is, you know, may insurance ka nga, pero may utang ka, may bahay ka, may sasakyan. You live on paycheck to paycheck just to, it's called the rat race, you know? But if you live simply, ang sinasabi lang, a minimalist lifestyle, a stoic lifestyle, only what is bare, minimum, and necessary. You know? Yung hindi ka ganid, hindi ka, you know, some people need to, para bang feeling nila, yung parang sinasabi nila na para bang messianic complex. You know, it's good really na nabasa ko itong sinabi. Even though how good you dance, how well you dance, learn when to bow out. Kahit anong galing mo pa, you know, it is always prudent to know when to step aside. You know, magandang isipin talaga yan, there's so much in life that you are missing because you think you have to have control, you have to be there. No. Beatitude is, you know, self-effacement. It is to have the humility, you know. Yung para bang sense na the world can move even without me. Sino ba naman ako, no? Diba? Kahit mga parents natin, you know, it's a good example, you know, parents. It's also, sabi ni Gabriel, you know, sino Khalil Gabriel, sino ba yun, na philosopher na, your children do not belong to you, no? They are just born through you, no? Sometimes kasi, you know, project natin lahat sa mga anak ninyo, no? Sometimes it's also good, no, for your children to make a life, you know. Na you just accompany them, but never substitute them, you know. Yung parang it will give you a lot of freedom kung you accompany, but at the same time, do not try to substitute anything about them. Okay? As an end, no, I would like to close my homily with, sinasabi dito kasi na, bakit mapalad tayong naniniwala? Because sinabi dito na St. Paul, we have been born into, kay St. Peter ito actually, but sinasabi ni St. Paul dito na, the Lord has died and resurrected. No? Vain would be our hope if Jesus did not resurrect from the dead. Ito po ang pinangahawakan natin that those faithful Christians would have an end not with death, but with the Lord's resurrection. May pagkabuhay. Kaya po, ang kamatayan, hindi dapat katakutan sa naniniwala. Diba? Because at the end of the road, it is the Lord who is alive. Kaya nga po, hindi po yung attitude na para bang gawin ko na lahat kasi after all, we only live once. Hindi po. Yung Kristiyano po is, no. Everything has a meaning because the end is the Lord's. Yung para bang, I belong to God. Kaya sana wag nating makalimutan. No? Kaya mo, sinasabi dito ni St. Paul, every time we say Mass, I will repeat this again and again. The Mass is called anamnesis. Anamnesis is not to forget, to remember always. Not to remember always. Going back to the Lord's Prayer, kung iisipin mo siya isa-isa, mabuti talaga na yung beatitude, isipin mo yung Lord's Prayer. And then, ask yourself once and for all, do I commit, do I believe this? Na, I want to be forgiving because I want to be forgiven by God. Yun na lang po, dyan na lang. Hello. Okay lang kayo? Please stand. I believe in God, the Father Almighty,
Maker of heaven and earth, of all things visible and invisible. I believe in one Lord Jesus Christ, the only begotten Son of God, born of the Father before all ages,